Here ends the reading of today's gospel. You may be seated. Do I have a few younger friends who would like to come forward? How's it going, my friends? Good? Are you in the Christmas spirit? Yeah? Have you guys bought a present for me yet? Not really, huh? Okay, fine. Well, anyway, Fred has an uncle, and his name is Curmudge, because he is just a curmudgeon. He does not like church, and he really does not like Christmas. So he spends most of his time in his own bucket, just angry, and every Christmas, Fred says, "Uncle Curmudge, please come to church with me." And he says, "I don't like church, and I don't like Christmas. I'm not going to go." But Fred is very persistent. Finally, after all this time, Curmudge finally decides, okay, I'm going to drop in the church. And Fred says, "You're going to like our church." So one day, good old Curmudge lands in our church. And he looks around and he said, "What goes on in here?" And Fred said, "Wait a second. What do you mean, what goes on in here?" Fred says, "In this very room, a lot of things happen." And Curmudge goes, "What goes on in here?" Fred says, "Well, I was confirmed here. This is my confirmation class. We became known as Al's Pals. In fact, they liked us so much that we now hang out in Charter Hall, and for $10, you can buy me. In this very room." That happened. And then Josephine says, "Wait a minute, come on, guess what? In this very room, I kissed my boyfriend for the first time." And he says, "In church?" I said, "Yeah, in church, in this very room." Jacob over here, guess what, Curmudge? In this very room, I wore blue jeans to church. And they didn't kick me out. They just said, "Welcome." In this very room, that happened, yeah. Oh, Agnes over here says, in this very room, I met my best friend, Betsy. There's quite enough love. Yeah, I felt so loved in this very room that we learned to fly. Yeah, we learned to fly. Yeah, we learned to fly. In this very room, we learned to fly. Then there's Mateo. Mateo said, "In this very room, somebody told me I'm a really good photographer, and I should start selling my stuff." Guess what? He's selling his stuff today in this very room. Well, actually, in that very room over there. Oh my gosh, over here. This is good old Chameleon. Said, "In this very room, I'm all kinds of different colors. I'm pink and green and yellow at the same time. Guess what? In this very room, nobody made fun of me. In this very room, yeah." And she said, "Here, I was having a bad day one day, and I'm kind of like a horse and a dragon combined. In fact, they made me feel so happy in this very room that I just flew out of here. I was so happy." So if you would like, they're all over the place. In this very room, would you guys like to get up? And if you can find somebody, you can take a pal. I see some people hiding all over the place. Take one of these people and take them to your very room, okay? And let them know how much God loves you. Okay, come on up. Oh, here. You can't have this. What? take it. It'll take a couple. There's only one problem. Al said if you take one, then I have to buy one back, which is good for him, right? Okay, so don't please take one or two. Curmudge. Okay. Well, guys, there's a couple up here, okay? There's one down there. Can you pick that up for me? Oh, take one. Want to take two? Take him. Want to take? Why don't you take one of these two? Here, which one do you want? This one? There you go. Henry, which one? Remember, you got it in this very room, okay? Okay. You want to preach? Stay along. You have to preach too. I love you. Okay. Our next song is number 282. It came upon a midnight clear. We're going to sing the first two verses of 282.